Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. We are back. We are going. We are firing on all cylinders and getting ready to go back into some Dragon Age. Uh, because I was about an hour late last time, we're going to start an hour early tonight. Um, Hi Dragon Cat, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing all right. Are we hearing the? There it goes. Okay. No, we decided. I'm deciding to go to do more Dragon Age today. We may do Warhammer next week. Um, it was just I didn't feel like setting up everything for it because I have to redo the entirety of my desk space in order to actually get everything together and going on that. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep going with the Dragon Age here because I need to finish. I'm way behind on it. Need to finish Origins. Okay. Let's see here. Where did we leave off? That's right. We were in Orzammar. Let's see. Right there. Okay. All right. Come on. Loading. Story of my life. Nickify your companions. I need a level? Oh, dog needs a level. Okay. Let's see. Shred. There we go.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Well, that sucks.
News of the hour. Questions remain as to Lord Balin's involvement in King Endrin's death. Possibility of patricide scandals shocking.
Forgot about these guys. These guys basically, there's one crier for Harrimont and one crier for Balin, and they just go back and forth at each other. Let's see. Lady Days.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Let's see.
All right.
House I do. Shield of Orzammar.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzammar's deadliest warriors behind him.
Yeah, that's the other one.
So this is the seat of the king. Except he isn't sitting there at the moment, I suppose.
Things considered. Nobles. We're in the Diamond Quarter, so we're all about the nobles right now. I think this is the actual shape writ. Let's see.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the shape writ. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Thief in the House of Learning.
I'm quite busy. Please do not disturb me.
Let's see here. I got something to read there. Legion of Steel.
Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble.
Dun dun dun.
If you could. Maybe now that you're looking, it's almost too much to hope.
I will do all of the jobs. You have a quest.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Let's see. The Chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
The Chantry could provide work for the casteless.
I am not certain this is in Orzammar's best interests. Our castes have served us well, but it's possible this service could benefit our people. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Tell me some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs
Wasn't
did
my
above.
Tevinter Imperium.
Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
What are the deep roads?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many darkspawn as possible.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caradon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caradon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Golems like this?
Yes. We have only a few dozen left in Orzammar, and I do not recognize this one. Where did you find it? Every golem is precious to us. We'd pay a good sum for a new find.
I'd sooner jump into a pit of lava.
Unfortunate. Was there anything else? I must tell the rest of the Shaperate about this discovery.
Where is Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
How did you lose? I've already asked that. Enough history. Let's
I will
talk
settle
basic.
your mind if I can, Warden.
What does the Shaper of Memories do?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Tigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Let's talk about Orzammar
Ask,
launch.
and I shall do my best to answer.
Okay, I got no more questions.
Your presence has been recorded in the memories. I wish you well.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Got a book there.
Delighted.
Book on the deep roads.
As you desire.
Come on. There we go. Warzammar politics. In praise of the humble Nug. That everyone hates. I think they're kind of cute. And Liliana falls in love with. Legion of the Dead. Dwarven Faith. Shaper's Life. All of this stuff. More than half of all the XP you gain in this game is just reading codices. That's what I thought. Gloves of Diligence and Search for the True Prophet. That's a gift for Witten.
Do or do not.
Grinning Crow,
There is
thank
no
you for the
try.
host. Thank you very much, dude. Let's see here.
Raise your voice in
second
favor
here.
of Lord.
Go. Guys in this game have such huge packages. Well, I can tell where your mind is, Rose.
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
Leaning on the fourth wall a bit there.
Delighted.
Let's see here. Alright guys, you guys are going to have to help me as we're running around here because we have to find... We need a key for that. Because we also need to keep our eyes open for nugs. Because we have to give nugs to that dude. And well, at some point I need to go to the circle so I can give her application. Oh, I can talk to this guy.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I can't see him. He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Oh, I hear him. There's one. It's a nug. Here and give it to this
You're the
dude.
best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
Journal. Orzammar. Bar tag, dueling friend, or mother's hope, precious metals. What's precious metals? Oh, lyrium. Okay. Unlikely scholar. Thief in the house of learning. So, yeah, we're just gonna head to the slums and ask around.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Looking for a thief who dared to steal from the Shaperit.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in?
God damn it.
You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
They're all so eager to die, aren't they? Shit. Adela just critted for 101. Proving receipt. Thief didn't have the stolen tome. The receipt on his body suggests that he may have passed it to somebody in the proving grounds.
As you desire.
It's going anywhere with shade or with shale and just right behind you. There's an Ugg.
Shale, why do you refer to me as the Elder Mage?
Clearly because it is purple and a hyena.
Then you simply wish to be perverse? Surely you're better than that.
I have found that I'm allowed precious few amusements. Since so many prefer to call me Gollum, I enjoy referring to them in a similar fashion.
Oh, very well. But could you at least use a different adjective? I do not wish my age to be my defining characteristic.
As the fussy mage desires.
Oh, I give up.
As the fussy mage desires.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Icky stuff? Your mom's watching icky stuff again? What do you mean by that? Oh, that kind of stuff. Let's see here.
They don't kill each other in the arena, do they? I mean, why would anyone find that entertaining?
You'd be surprised. Can't go through there. Proving master. Can't go through there.
Did you see that last fight? It was really something.
There's more guard. Let's see here.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the proving arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
Sounds like fun. I'll come back then.
Enjoy our grand city. We are at your service.
Are you now?
Can you believe how many families are supporting Balin?
Jotun Iduken fights like he's in the Legion of the Dead. You should see his eyes. Mad eyes.
Mad eyes. Has to summon the Proving Grounds. The problem is I can't go anywhere else in the Proving Grounds right now.
I hope you were enjoying the provings.
Doesn't seem like I'm missing anything. Can't go through those doors, so I may just have to. That's all. Journal. Let's see here. We're going to do the typical thing and go to Harrowmont. We're looking for Duelin Ferinder. Actually, let's go to the chamber. The assembly chamber first.
Have you given any thought to your future, Shane?
I was thinking I might, join the Chantry, become divine, and have giant Andraste golems fashioned to conquer the lands.
Truly?
No.
No.
It was a serious question. One day the quest of these Grey Wardens will be finished one way or another. What will you do then?
The quest of the Grey Wardens is to destroy the Darkspawn, I thought.
Oh? So you share a larger purpose with them? Is that your ultimate goal?
I had not given it much thought. It might be better than slaughtering every bird in existence.
Well, yes. At the very least, it's worth thinking about.
No, we will slaughter every bird in existence. But at what cost?
Lord Balin suspects.
No, I like nut at what cost. At the cost of my sheets.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has ordered.
How are you doing, Gallifrey? Different prices, similar outcome.
Warden, it is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Bartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
You know who I am.
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid
I'm
of
super.
Orzammar's
Thanks for asking. I need aid against a blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrowmont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
I thought King Indrin himself supported Harrowmont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
What must I do to prove my good intentions?
Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harriman's deception.
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harriman promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them. And his grandfather was Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect
Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin. He'd hold a distant relative over his duty.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Twice removed. I'll find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Alright. So apparently we are supporting Balin now. Which is interesting. I have not done this one before. So typically I go side with... Oh, here's Doolin.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Doolin Forrender. Second to Lord Harriman, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against a blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harriman cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
Vartag wants me to besmirch Harriman's reputation.
I see. Well, it hardly increases my confidence to hear that you went to him first. I assume you refused?
I'm looking for a better offer.
If you want Lord Harriman's assistance, first you'll have to prove he can trust you.
What do you want me to do? Denounce Balin publicly?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harriman's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harriman's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like for me to enter the proving in Harriman's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harriman would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I'll enter the proving and see why others
Excellent.
withdrew.
The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harriman's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Well then.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless...
Let's go do the provings, because I feel like fighting something.
2 years
Look,
tomorrow.
it's everyone's favorite dwarf.
Holy sodding ancestors. How can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Opera. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exile. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman. Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What happened?
All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of Smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Branca's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through.
Ooh. Oops.
It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
I should get going
if you
now.
see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
That sucks.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments. I can't imagine what you mean.
Looks like something's about to go down over here.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store. My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money. Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Oh, you know what I hate? I hate racketeering. Let's go do something about that, shall we?
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something. Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours? You get out of here. This is private business.
Looks more like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like. Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
That sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Show me.
Whatever you say, dead man.
I could intimidate you, but instead, you pissed me off. So, we're just gonna end this. That felt
What
good.
have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. I wouldn't be surprised if her men come after me in the Diamond Quarter itself.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
They're children as well. You go that far.
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Actually, we shouldn't be talking here. I need to run.
Well then.
As you desire.
Lesser nature solve. You know what? We're gonna go talk to the Carta. We'll see if we can at least talk to the Carta first. Hang on. Come on. Doesn't look like we can. Okay. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's go do the provings. Because this part is actually really, really fun, in my
The Elder
opinion.
Mage watches me. I'm reminded of a certain former master whose head I crushed, or so I'm told.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shane. I am simply curious about you, that's all.
As my former master would say during his experiments.
Oh, I would do no such thing. I just find the idea of you so fascinating. On the one hand, it seems it would be so sad and so lonely in existence. And on the other, you are so very powerful. No golem I know of has ever had free will as you do. May I ask what you intend to do with it?
Other than exterminating the vermin of the sky.
The vermin of the sky.
Yes. Other than that.
I do not know. Crushing heads is fun, for now.
Well, that's something.
Always something. Come on. That's a noise.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
I guess you've watched a lot of provings then.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
So provings just... okay. Blah, 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 blah. What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
Have you ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
So the proving's just a tournament?
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
Oh, that's nice. Now, isn't that nice? Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Look, I
I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
Who are you?
Why, I'm Basil Harrimont, but you know that. Why else would you... if you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did someone make you drop out of the Proving?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
If you tell me what's happened, I could help you.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
You're afraid of being black... Okay. And you're afraid of your affair being exposed.
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but... I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
What evidence does Balin have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I can get those letters back.
Do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harrimont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Right!
All the noises.
Nope. And then I suddenly get attacked. Get up.
Wonderful!
There we go.
We have nothing to talk about, Warden. I haven't...
Of course.
...done a thing. This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything. But you're holding the prize now.
I should shut you down
Yes,
hard.
well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long gone. How about that? I'm just a businessman. I merely exploit opportunities. I won't get in your way.
Slippery, slippery dwarf. Okay, it's not them. Proving Armsman. I think I can buy shit from him.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
Are you one of the fighters?
Was. Name's Guidon. I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Dulin Ferrender asked me to talk to you.
I bet he did. That man thinks nothing is beneath him. Well, you could just tell him I had my reasons. It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source, Lord Harrimon's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
That's ridiculous. Harrimont isn't conceding.
Oh? And where did you hear this? That's more reliable than a member of the Assembly.
Dulin, and I'm rallying honorable fighters to fight for Harrimont.
I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Dulin. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Get back in the proving and knock some heads?
Maybe I will at that.
There, got him back in. Alright, so what's the name of the chick I need to... Duke and Girl row. Let's see. Map. I don't want to go to the Proving Master yet. Let's go the other direction.
As you desire.
This area is off limits. Combatants only.
I hear you've been threatening Haramon's fighters.
Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
I'd like to see those letters.
I bet you would.
Just tell Basil Haramont to fight.
Then you'll see them. On the front page of a broadsheet.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for. You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after.
And so I shall.
God damn it.
Guards, remove this intruder.
Well, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Of course.
Got him. Rid of censure on Dwarven property. Go.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything.
I have your letters right
Where did you
here.
get those? No. I don't want to know. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe.
Then you'll fight in the Proving?
I will be glad to fight for Haramont in the Provings. Thank you again, friend.
Gotcha. Alright, now it's time for me to go into the Provings.
Ha, you're back. Did you wish to fight in the Proving today?
I'd like to fight as Lord Haramont's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
I am Theron of the Grey Wardens.
I'll just call you Grey Warden, since those elven names are such a mouthful.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Ready and eager.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
What are you waiting for? I
Go
want
down
to fight.
the ring, then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First stop is Sewern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Haramont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Idukan and our future King Balin.
You honor me with this fight.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
We all just...
There.
Get along.
Weird.
Be on your guard!
Gotcha.
The winner is the Grey Warden. That was an exciting start, Warden. Swain is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is my next opponent?
Next, you're up against Miaja and Lukejan. As twins, they've always been allowed to fight as a single person. They're warrior caste, but their mother was a smith, so watch out for Miaja's hammer. And don't forget Lukejan. Most fighters do, and end up with a knife in their spine. Are you ready to begin?
Just point me to the ring.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Haramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukejan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, and may the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Delighted.
As you 2v1 hacks! Hacks! I call hacks.
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is my next opponent?
Well, this bout should be quick and dirty. You'll be fighting Hanashan, one of the legendary Silent Sisters. She's a ferocious fighter and dedicated enough to cut out her own tongue.
Jesus.
Are you ready to begin?
Just point me to the ring.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Haramont's champion has held the field so far, but how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proves her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Can't say anything. Good luck to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
What's going on, man? I am Godboy666. You having a good evening? Oh, well, thanks for that.
The Grey
The faded voices.
Haramont will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Let's see. Yes, who is my next
This
opponent?
should be a good match. You'll battle Wojek Ivo, master of all weapons, prisoner of none. He makes it a point never to use the same technique twice. Are you ready to begin?
Family Boss Primo. Yes, the Warden is better than the Inquisitor. 10 times better than the Inquisitor.
All right.
Just point me to the
I'll
ring.
see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kianchet fought as King Bloodvik II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second.
Yeah. Hawk has got the greatest sassiness and that's the best way. He is a sarcastic asshole, and I love it.
What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojciech Ivo and Valan.
Let's see. In support of Harriman, I choose Basil as my second.
You honor me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Let's see.
Let's see.
There we go. Oh, he's an assassin.
As you desire.
Bam! I can't loot them, unfortunately.
The winner is the Grey Warden. Wojciech Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Harriman picked wisely.
Yeah, there was the whole thing with the whole thing is I kept, and I've said it before, is I feel like through most of Inquisition I just wanted my Warden to show up and ask Liliana if she needed a hug. Who's my next opponent?
This is the championship round. A full squad-on-squad combat. Piotr Naidukan leads the same team he's taken to victory in over a dozen Deep Roads expeditions. Are you ready to face the final test?
Yep. Ready to win the title.
May the ancestors choose wisely. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paradons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain, fighting for his royal cousin Balin. Piotr Naidukan has led his team.
Liliana's pretty sweet. It's really nice. I like those two, but I generally go with Morgan.
On behalf of Lord Harriman, the Grey Warden.
Yeah, 4 should be pretty good, provided they don't pull another.
Will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers.
They don't pull another Mass Effect Andromeda. 4 should be pretty damn good.
The ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
Basil and Guidon, join me for this triumph.
You honor me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Couldn't we all
Let's see here.
just get along?
Oh shit! Knocked me on my ass. Man, he got a lot of health. Ah, I keep fucking doing that. Come on. God damn. Fucking hitting me with that stun. Here, take him out. There. Take him down. And we'll take him down. How about you don't get flanked? Almost out of stamina. God damn. How about you use it? There we go. Bam, there we go. Okay. I just really don't want more like I don't want like random like we're gonna pull shit out of nowhere. What I would prefer is stuff that builds on what we've got before.
Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the
No, I don't see that.
favor Lord Harriman.
They may just start something brand new at this point. Was an honor.
Through this day, we affirm the friendship between our city and your order.
Let's see. They're gonna start something. They're just gonna kind of pull something out of nowhere and kind of do something on the other side of the world. But you see, BioWare has a new head CEO now, which is Casey Hudson, the same guy who's basically the creative director for almost all of Mass Effect. They had a whole bunch of shit. Like, they've had a whole bunch of shakeups a whole bunch of shakeups in the lineup. BioWare Montreal is pretty much gone.
Has the Elder Mage ever encountered another golem?
I suppose there used to be one deactivated one stored in the tower's vault. I wonder what became of it. After all that's happened to the Circle, I'd be surprised if it isn't completely destroyed.
I'm kind
Why
of
was it deactivated?
I'm kind of tentatively hopeful about that, because it means they're going to go back and focus on some of their better stuff. But at the same time, he's also partially responsible for.
I think it stayed in the tower because no one could move it. It is very, very old. I believe.
I think he's also partially responsible for some of the shit that happened at the end of Mass Effect 3.
Perhaps someone bought it so it would guard the tower.
Its people do enjoy their slaves, don't they?
It was not a slave. It is
a tool. As I thought. No, don't deny it. No.
Let's see here. Okay. Meet Hieromont's representative in the Tapsters.
I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Let's see here.
Oh,
level.
I
Yay!
hear your performance in the Proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Hieromondt will see you now.
Excellent.
His
The way.
lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
Yuri Lowenthals? I'm not familiar with him. Of course. He's got to sit and load, and load, and load some more. No, I have never actually watched Naruto. I don't know if that's a fortunately or unfortunately. Okay, actually, we're gonna go with Templar, because I actually really like being a Templar. Willpower and Constitution. Let's see, Icy Thoughts, Heart of Ice, Punisher. We're gonna do Righteous Strike, because it's a passive. Strength, willpower, cost. Okay. Sunder armor. All right. You get to go talk to Harriman now.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyral Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
Why would Endrin prefer you over his own son?
You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago. His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power.
Balin's men say you planted those suspicions.
Balin resents me because I did not believe his setup. I wanted a full investigation, a trial, not this knee-jerk reaction. It speaks poorly of Balin that Endrin himself was the first to think that he should not be trusted.
You believe you'd be a better king than Balin?
I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harrowmont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me.
The Assembly has more power than the king.
The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar.
All I want is your support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a Blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs?
I take them out, you take the credit. Is that the plan?
Glad you're so eager. If you help me shut her down, we can show the Assembly I am the right king to defend Orzammar. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
I'll go right now.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Let's see here. Now it's time to go through his house and steal all his shit. Let's... Can't go through there.
I am ready.
Yep. Greyhawk everything. Anything that's not nailed down is mine. Anything that can be pried up is not sufficiently nailed down.
Immediately.
Spell my powerful enough. Okay. Go with remove lock. There we go.
As you desire.
Man, all he's got is ice arrows. And all that cannot be taken is burned for being heretical. This is true. And fight.
And so I...
Balin will not allow it.
And win level. Nice. Let's see. Oh, she's got another. Let's see. What shall we give her? Shall we make her a blood mage? I don't think I'm actually going to make her arcane warrior, but that's only because I really don't have anything else to give her. Willpower, magic, and constitution. Next. Cleansing aura. Okay. Going through the market, hearing all the people calling out and talking about, or calling out and calling people over to their stalls and whatever just makes me think of Ren Fair.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town? You need old Nadezda to play tour guide?
You know a woman named Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Too soon, much to do. Yeah. What? It starts in October? Was it October or, no, or September that TRF starts up? Does Carta have a base anywhere?
They do, but it's not easy to find. Jarvia's got real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens.
September 30th.
She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Where do I find one of these
Can't
tokens?
help you there, Salraka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little.
Give you 10 silver. Take
I'll
care
think
of yourself.
you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Let's see. So I'm pretty sure this is the actual door.
Well, look what we have here.
Or
Jarvia
not.
said you were looking for trouble.
Okay.
Congratulations. You found it.
Well then, okay.
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface?
9
You
weaknesses
fight like
here.
a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
Tell me how to find Jarvia, or you'll join them.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now?
Yes, and I don't want you to be at Jarvia's when I get down there.
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it?
The ancestors have shown their favor.
Bless you.
Well, I'm just... Hopefully I'll have some money to actually, you know, go do it this year.
Of course. As you say. Immediately.
Delighted.
Lots of ice arrows down here. This one here, suspicious door. Made of stone, there are no visible means of opening it. Closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. Put fingerbone token in the slot. That would be fun. I'd like to come and just hang out for a bit.
Of course.
I don't know, how often does Charon actually want to go to Texas Renfest? I personally would like to go in a group. Rosie, you should come all the way here to Texas to go to Texas Renfest with us. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't like to go with, like, not a whole, like, a few, like, I need a lot of people to go with, at least, like, 3 or 4, because otherwise it just kind of feels boring.
What's the password?
Oh, I don't know. No, wait, I remember. Die, scum!
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Now, this is gonna be fun because I didn't bring a rogue with me, so we're gonna have like traps all over the place.
As you desire. Of course.
Delighted.
Now we gotta convince Rosie to come from Florida. Kick him while he's down. Yep. There is? I didn't know there was one. We can always go get, you know, see if we can go get you or something. Ah, crap. Or a bus, yeah. Come on, get up. Come on. Or we can find some way to go pick you up.
Here we go.
Jammer's stash. Dwarven armor boots. Okay. Take the cheapest item in each of Jammer's Kanky in Jammer's, Kanky, and Peak's common chests to access Jammer's stash box. Take only the cheapest from each, or risk grievous injury. Well, it does for you, Gallifrey. You actually work it. My personal thoughts is actually for you, Gallifrey, it just never ends.
As you desire.
Oh!
Want to die?
Oh! Now this is warlike. Well done, I say. Well done.
Another foe slain.
Delighted.
Novice immunity room. Let me steal all the stuff.
Delighted.
All the noise and bob.
Delighted.
Oh, more. Apparently I've got aggro. I just enjoy being in that environment for a while. I don't know if I could honestly do a full, like the full weekend. I've never camped out there. I've been told like it's a whole other experience when you camp out there. I've never even tried it. Spell's not powerful enough? Really?
And so I shall.
No, but I've been told I need to try. That's what everyone tells me, so I should try at least once. What I would love to do is I want to go out there with one of those large like canvas tents. That's more like a less of like a nylon tent and more of like a full-on like party tent.
And so I shall.
So I can have, you know, some real room, not have, yeah, a real actual tent. One that's designed for like a 10-man space. I've used that before, actually. Last time I went hunting, like deer hunting, we slept in a tent that was like a 10-man tent. It was like a tent designed for like hunting out in the wild. Okay. That one, I think, or did that? Okay, I think that's correct one.
And so I shall.
Now, granted, that one was specifically owned by a friend of mine, and we had a wood-burning stove in it, and so it was one of those, like, that would be nice. I wouldn't bring the wood-burning stove out with me, because that's just a huge cast iron thing, and it's just like, no, we're not. I don't want to fucking deal with that.
Of course.
But it wasn't just like a big cast iron stove. It actually had a cooking platform on top of it. So when you were burning your wood to keep everything warm, you could also cook on it if you wanted to. It was nice. Perfect. The only problem is, you know, we're out deer hunting, so it's the middle of the winter, and we don't want to get the fuck out of the tent.
And so I shall.
Like, we really don't want to leave it. Yeah, it would be very nice. It's just a matter of hauling it in, setting it up. Because that would suck, having to haul that shit in. That's a heavy stove. I don't have a truck.
Delighted.
It'd be one thing if I had a truck, but... Well, yeah, I would need to have a big group to go with me to help me haul stuff and move stuff in. And I would also, like, if I did something like that, I'd have to find a tent like that. I guess maybe I could ask my friend, you know, to be like, hey, can I borrow your fucking 10-man, like, tent for the weekend to just, like, go out there and camp for a bit? I haven't talked, that's my friend Kevin. I haven't spoken to him in over a decade at this point.
They're all so eager to die.
It's been a while.
All right.
That type of tent, the one I'm talking about there, is like, that's like $1,000 tent right there.
All right.
But it's nice. Like I said, it's not made out of nylon. It's made out of canvas, so it looks like it's something right out of, like, when you watch, like, Hunters in Africa kind of thing. Novice Hail Rune. Ah, Hail Rune.
As you desire.
Tempest Rune. I'll have to check what that does. Okay. Sitting here making my butt hurt. Let's see here. Looted everything in here.
All right.
Yeah, that's a trap. No way I can get around it. We didn't bring a rogue. Get up. Okay. Sleep well, Gallifrey. I'll talk to you guys later.
Of course. Delighted.
Come on. There we go.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
It speaks.
God damn it.
Please, stranger.
Delighted.
Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia. Please, help me.
And so I shall.
So this is Lesky. He's a character from the Dwarven Commoner prequel, or excuse me, Origin. You can get him as a companion with Karma's companion mod. You're falling asleep? I'm sorry, Dragon Cat. I'm here for Jarvia. I'm shutting her down. Let's see. I'm shutting down her and her little operation. Because I do. Oh, wait a minute. Why? Well, at least I'd have something to eat. You want to go with me to the surface? Here, no one cared about the brand on my face. Why would you want to leave your home? What can I say? No money, no girls, no place to call my own? What do you say? As long as you can hold a sword, I guess you can tag along. Poetry in my ears, Salraka. Welcome aboard. So now I have Lesky. But we're not going to use Lesky. We're actually going to go with Wynn. Shale. I think we're going to switch over to Liliana. I take it back now. We're going to take Adela. Oh, apparently Shale needs to level up. Okay. Strength, willpower, con. Next. Let's see. Regenerating burst.
It speaks.
Ah. So now I have another companion, but I'm not using him right now. Let's see here. There they go. They're right behind me. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, this has gone well.
Duster leather gloves. Fancy vase. And fire arrow. Okay. Ooh, we got another one here. Bam.
And so I shall.
Gotcha.
What's on your mind?
God damn it.
It is no trouble.
Old Iron Man. Card of Thug. Card of Thug. Let's see.
Delighted.
All the loot.
Of course.
Obese musical instruments for the win.
All right.
Sail room.
Delighted.
Okay, so we gotta say what's the iron letter opener. Okay.
Of course.
Let's see, I think that's everything in here.
Delighted.
This fucking dungeon is always the longest. Not counting the Sacred Ashes, but that doesn't feel as long.
Now we go into
This is our path of destruction.
Mm-hmm. Warden helmet.
As you desire.
Silver chalice. Oh, it's just something to sell. I thought it was a gift. Guard a thug. Okay. And Peaks current. Peaks common box. Is it the Garnet trinket? Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Delighted.
Hope that way leads towards bad guys.
And so I shall.
We'll just bash the door open. Oh shit. Giant spiders. Why do you want rum? Fucking overrun. Fun when you pull it off. Bad when they pull it off on you.
I shall do so.
Insert famous line, but why is the rum gone here? Okay, so that's actually where plot is, because it auto-saved right before I walked in, so obviously that is the direction of plot. We shall avoid it.
Couldn't we all just get along, no?
You should at least wait for a bit before doing that. Wait for a weekend instead of doing it on a weeknight.
Of course.
Finally beneath my...
That's what I said, didn't I? I said you should at least wait for the weekend and not do it over on a weeknight. Tame Bronto.
Delighted.
Tame Deep Stalkers. God, how many times do you have to fight Deep Stalkers in Inquisition? Come on. There we go.
All right.
Tame Bronto. Tame Nugs. Jammer Stash Box. You get the Long Runner's Cap. Completed that quest. That was an interesting noise.
So, Harrowmont finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
You're awfully cocky for someone whose entire Carta is dead.
You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them, but leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Right? I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything. Oh, right. Loud Squish has their party. I need to go do that. God fucking damn it. Get up! Fucking assassins all over the place.
Well done, I say. Well done.
Jarvia pushback strikers. And also a long runner's cap. Let's see. So much crap. God damn it. Get up.
It speaks.
No, I did not try to talk to you. Come on.
Delighted.
That's all that was in there. Barely worth the magic to open those.
Delighted.
Gather your party and venture forth? Yes. And we come out.
God, by all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall!
That hole leads to a tunnel in the Carda's hideout.
It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia.
Don't worry about it. Jarvia is dead.
Dead? How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her. And then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
If anyone asks, you did it.
And so I shall.
Pay attention. There. This is weird that it keeps like pausing for like right in the middle of the loading, looking like it's about to crash and then loading back in. Guess it's that fucking memory leak again. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Seriously, game? Come on. It's not too hard. We're gonna go ahead and save.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Harrowmont.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont, proven to be working with surfacers. His
Which direction am I going in? What's
betrayal of dwarven values exposed.
There we go. Harrowmont Estate.
Of course.
I heard the news. Jarvia and her Carter are dead. I suppose it was unrealistic to expect them to surrender.
It's done. Will you speak to the assembly now?
I have no desire to go back on my word. But when Balin heard the news about Jarvia, he raised the stakes. He is forcing a vote in the next 2 days. By law, that prevents the assembly from hearing any other pleas. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance.
Of course.
One last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branca?
I've heard the name.
Branca is a paragon. The only one we have been blessed with in 4 generations. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes.
Are you sure Branca would support you as king?
It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branca hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty.
What if she's dead?
Her entire house went with her. It would take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone, would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains.
If it will get you the throne, I will find Branca.
My men traced Branca's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caradin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps.
So now we gotta go do this. Orzammar is one of the longest parts of this game because there's just so much like different. There's a lot of different loading screens, a lot of different things you gotta go through just to get to where you're going. You have to load so much. There's a nug somewhere around here. Oh, there it is.
Stranger,
Have you seen a Grey Warden hereabouts? I've been privy to the rumor that he, or was that she? You understand this was many mugs ago. Was searching for Branka on Lord Harrimon's own command.
I am the Grey Warden, and that would be he.
Well, if you're the best they got, then standards must have fallen way down. But I suppose that would account for an elf being down here. Say, could I ask you a favor?
That's not how you butter someone up to ask them for help.
Name's Ogren. And if you've ever heard of me before, it's probably all been about how I piss ale and kill little boys who look at me wrong. And that's mostly true. But the part they never say is how I'm the only one still trying to save our only paragon. And if you're looking for Branka, I'm the only one who knows what she was looking for. Which might be pretty sodding helpful in finding her.
And you want and what do you want in return for this information?
I know what Branka wanted and how she was looking. You, I assume, know whatever Harrimon's men have dug up on where exactly she disappeared. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Sounds like we have a deal.
You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void. The secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caradon built it. And with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caradon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Harrimont gave me a map. I can get to Caradon's cross.
If we're going, let's get moving. Branka's not gonna sodding find herself.
Alright. So
Sod it all.
I have to take out Adela and bring in Ogren.
Pigeon crap. Yes.
Reaver. Strike, two-headed sweep. Okay. Tactics. Scrapper. Aggressive. Item enhancer. Equipment.
Yes.
There we go. All right. So you're getting Dragonbone stuff now. I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. I should probably get rid of some of it.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift!
Let's see. Item disposal. Trash bin. So keep. Let's see. Okay. Well, I hope you have a very good night. And I'll be back on tomorrow, so I'll probably see you then, Dragon Cat. Just get rid of that stuff too. Runestone.
Stop wasting time, Warden. I'm not here to chat. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission.
Open your eyes, man! This Grey Warden is on a quest to find your paragon. Do I have to take your stinking head off?
What Ogren is trying to say is we have permission.
Ogren could have been Adesha for House Branca. I suppose he's the next best thing in
Okay.
both skill and arrogance. You may pass. I'd offer more assistance, but my command post is here. All of Orzammar relies on us to hold this line.
Well, sleep well when you get there, Dragon Cat. Thank you.
Best of luck with your quest, Warden. Orzammar needs a paragon now more than ever.
Wonder how foolish am I going to be? Can I quote you on that, Rose? What are you giggling about? Yeah, the fight with the bandits. Come on, come on. Loading, 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 loading. Yeah, the PC version of this game is of Dragon Age is a little buggy, just a little. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite games. Darkspawn.
All right.
You have to get that fucking close. Come on. That's a noise. All spread out in this area. This is part where things can get kind of wild and wacky here. We still in a fight?
Delighted. Of course. All right.
Let's see here.
Of course.
Black runestone. It's also for Alistair. Bag of limbs. Asunder. Interesting. Oh, there they are. There we go.
As you desire. God damn it. Paralyzed.
God damn it! Ah, pressure prison. Hate that.
And so I shall. Of course. All right.
All the gem locks.
As you desire. Delighted.
Come on. There we go. I'm having issues with my game. Okay. I think I'm going to take a quick break here, about 5 minutes or so. I'm going to get another drink, hit the bathroom. I'm going to restart the game because it's starting to get kind of glitchy. I think it's been on for too long. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take a break for about 5-10 minutes, and I will be right back. You guys don't go anywhere. Alright, and we're back. Is it still doing that shit? All right. So, reload right where we left off. Yay, iced coffee. Okay. Darkstalkers, Deep Stalkers. Go on. There we go. Okay. Frozen lightning. Let's take a look at that map. More Deep Stalkers. There we go. It's one of the parts I hate about going through the deep roads is just all of the twists and turns and everywhere where it will loop back in on itself.
All right.
I'm always afraid I'm gonna miss something. Oh, god damn it. I can't believe I missed that. Why do you have to be that close?
And so I shall. All right.
Hang on. Just making sure I'm looking at everything correctly. I'll go back this way. There we go. Coming up on the actual Tig itself. Come on. God damn it. There.
Just so you know.
Give me a second here. And technical difficulties.
Another creature ahead.
God damn, more fucking deep stalkers? You guys gonna come help me over here?
All right.
Oh, well, expert cold iron rune.
Of course.
Fraction stone. More fucking deep stalkers.
As you desire.
Whoa, what just happened? And crash. Oh, stupid piece of shit. Come on. Apparently, Dragon Age Origins is deciding to not cooperate tonight. There we go. Now, let's see where it... That's not what I hit. Let's see... Okay. God damn it. Alright. So all of that we just lost. I think I'm gonna call it there tonight. We've been going for about 2.5 hours and I'm getting really frustrated with this. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Let's see if we can find somebody to host here. Let's see. Let's throw a host over to Clarity. He's a really great guy. I work with him a lot and do a lot of stuff with him online. I've been supporting his channel for a while, and he's been a great supporter of this channel. So I'm going to go ahead and throw him a host. But thank you guys for joining me. It's been fun tonight. And I will be back tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. My time, it's 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. CST. So I hope to see you guys then. Thanks.
Prettiest in crowd that you had ever seen. Ribbons in her hair and her eyes gleamed mean. A freshman generation of degenerates.